Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm here to do a you versus them reading for the month of August. And as I said, I'll be doing these every month, but I'll probably be doing them a little bit differently each month. So trying to keep an overhead view. I want to set this up a little bit differently in the future, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. And we're going to take a look and see the energies between you and the person you're coming to the video about. So we're going to start with I'm going to pull one card from the Pixies, Lenormand, for the month. Then I'm going to be pulling a card for you. This is just going to be one card for the energy of the relationship. Well, for the energy of the relationship, just one card. I'm being guided. So then I'm going to pull one for you and one for your energy and one for the person you're coming to the reading about. This can be romantical. Generally, I'm looking at this in the aspect of romance, but you can kind of tweak it if you're having an issue with a friend or a family member and you're interested in that energy too. But I'm focusing on the reading on romance. But like I said, I always feel like whatever issue you're dealing with energetically, you can get your answers. But I will be pulling one for you and one for them with this deck. Is a beautiful deck I was gifted by a beautiful, amazing soul sister last week. So I want to use it in this reading because I'm very, very connected to it. So I'll be pulling one for your energy for the month of August, one for their energy for the month of August, along with a message. I don't think I'll be using the book, but who knows. And then I'm going to be doing the you versus them spread and the relationship energy for the month of August with the, I think that's the Thelema deck. Is that the Thelema? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's see what the energy of the relationship is for the month of August 2019 and the you versus them spread. It's this one. Oh wow, I love it. As I was shuffling, I was hearing the song "What the World Needs Now Is Love, Sweet Love." So to see this doesn't surprise me. I kind of wanted to peek at the undercurrent because I'm always wanting to do that now as a superpower. So I'm going to show it both. This is the cross, and so for me, the cross talks about this is our religion. It can be our religion, our spirituality, our faith, and things that can't be broken. It's the one thing in the world no one can take from you is your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual path, your spirituality, your spiritual connections. And so I definitely feel like this is going to be a month of perhaps renewed love with the Jack of Hearts. Six of Wands energy is victory, harmonious energy, and balanced energy with the Six of Wands. So yeah, I'm seeing really good energy with these cards. So this is 36 and this is 24. So I'm going to kind of keep that in mind. But I'm going to put them out here right now. Just going to kind of put them off somewhere to the side. So a lot of spiritual love, a realization of a heart connection that can't be broken, a connection that is a spiritual, all over, and we say that and we think, well, all of our connections are spiritual connections. So it's not like, but there is a sense here of something that you're connected to this person. You meet a lot of people, they come and go, and you don't really think too much about the interaction afterward. And so this is one of those connections where you come together, you may go apart, but you're always thinking of that person. And there is a reason for that. There is a stronger bond. There is a stronger spiritual connection of some sort. And it's definitely coming up here for us with this energy for the person and the situation that you're in for the month of August and why you clicked on this reading. I'm also getting reading symbols, because cross and the heart is a symbol. They're symbolic. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm just kind of getting caught into the colors and the symbols and of those two card numbers. So I'm focusing on you, the person that's watching this, you, the viewer, your energy for the month of August, and your message. And I felt this one, and then we're going to pull one for the person you're coming to the reading for. Wow. Isn't that funny? If I didn't want to reveal it and it revealed itself, it flipped over and I couldn't stop it. So this was you. This is your partner. So I guess we're going to be addressing your partner, or the person you're coming to this reading for. And their energy is Coyote, revealer of a truth. Don't take things too seriously. Take time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. However, because this fell out and I couldn't even stop it from flipping over, I wanted to do yours first and then theirs. Your person is in an energy of, in the past, this person may have been way too serious. Things may have been way too heavy. They may have had a lot of things that they were dealing with that was making their energy that way. I feel like if that is the case for you, if that resonates for your person and their energy, this person's in a less serious energy. They're in more of a playful, laughing. They're able to, when it says great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly, they have a realization of, it's like they've had a realization of something in regards to their behavior or their energy towards you and towards this situation, and they're laughing at it. It's like at themselves for being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this occurred or this interaction happened, and they are in a lighter energy around it. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly is what's sticking out. They're not taking, and it's not like they're not taking the relationship too seriously. It's not that at all. They're not taking their heaviness. They're no longer making it heavy. They're no longer making it really like, their energy is lightening up. They're looser about their thought patterns around perhaps control, because when we become too rigid, we're controlling. When we're not playing, we're over serious. So they're laughing at their own folly in regards to whatever's occurred between the two of you. It says, look for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. But I also feel like this person is wanting to reveal a truth to you. They want to tell you this. They want to tell you, wow, I messed something up, or I felt like I was being way too serious back then. I want to bring, I just want to come and connect with you in a more lighthearted, playful way. What the world needs now is what we were talking about back here, love, sweet love. And when the heart came out with this, especially with this as an undercurrent, and undercurrent is a superpower of the cross. And so your superpower is your faith, is your spirituality, is your knowingness of that connection. And with the Six of Wands, your superpower is also in the Six of Wands energy of harmonious energy, like being very balanced energetically. And again, that gives a sense of lightheartedness. So something's not too dense or too light. If you take something too lightly, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. If you make it too dense, then it can kind of darken it, and it can kind of tarnish it, right? So there is a balance here, even with the background. This looks dark and cold, and this looks bright, and the heart pops out in that way, so against the blue sky. So it's very beautiful energy. The Jack of Hearts also indicates a lighthearted love, right? A lightening up of the heart chakra. And so this person wants to reveal that to you. They've had some perhaps second thoughts about their behavior. They're kind of laughing at the situation. Not laughing at you, but laughing at what occurred between the two of you, and kind of just making things more lighthearted. But in regards to that, they're going to reveal a truth to you as well. So if they come to you for a conversation and they're joking around and whatnot, they may say something like in a lighthearted, joking way, but in doing so, they're going to reveal a truth. So they've learned something. They've learned from their past. They've learned from a behavior or situation. So this person's energy in the month of August is wanting to reveal a truth, and they want to make the conversation light and fun. They don't want it to become heavy, but they want to tell you something. So that's something to remember. If you hear from them, you haven't heard from them for a while, is to keep that in mind. Like a truth wants to be revealed to you. Could be about their feelings for you. Could have been about a situation they were dealing with when they were in a heavier, more serious energy, and then it didn't allow room for love to grow. It became heavy. You know, remember that. So allow them to just kind of play, you know, I don't want to say play along, but play in the conversation. Just let whatever comes come. Don't get too connected to an outcome. Don't look for an end result. Just engage with them and let them, you know, speak their mind, and let whatever wants to come out in a very lighthearted, playful way. Okay. So your energy in the month of August in regards to them, wow, oh my gosh, look at this. And you're going to be right in alignment with this, because your energy is play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. So your wisdom is going with the flow. And perhaps it's going to be because you've heard this reading. You're going to say, wow, I can better see where this is going. I'm just going to kind of play, I was even saying that, kind of play along, but not in a way that you're manipulating. You're just going to allow whatever unfolds to come and flow naturally. And you're already in that energy, or you're going to be able to be in that energy because of what you see here in this reading. I almost feel like I could stop there, because I just feel like it's a little bit of advice, but I am going to pull the spread here and see what I see. But I don't think, I'm thinking like, they want you to read the signs and symbols, because the heart and the cross are symbols. You know, when you see those, you know what it means, right? And the heart and the cross can indicate heavy burdens and whatnot. And I feel like that's what this person has been in. They've been in a heavy burden in their life, and it has come across to you. You know, like maybe their energy's been a little trickier to decipher. You know, because of the energy that they've been in, it could have made them appear to be less than honest, or maybe they've had to be less than honest because of the heaviness and the things that they were dealing with. But they want to reveal what they've been going through to you. And the best way forward is to keep your faith, to check in with the knowledge of you knowing that what kind of spiritual connection you have, and play along. You know, swim in the happy joy of living is what it's saying. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. So you're going to be able to, you know, as you converse, as you move forward, as you engage with each other, you're going to be able to bring in more confidence, and you're going to be, you know, expelling any fears between the two of you. Your emotion, you're more in your emotional state, but it's in a very high vibrational place here. So let's just see. I'm going to pull 3 focusing on you. 3 focusing on your partner. Woo. Okay, 1, 2. And I'm going to take the undercurrent right there. And then I'm going to do your partner. And the undercurrent right there. And then the relationship itself. Or guidance, like where the relationship's going, or guidance from spirit, like we did last month. And just see the superpower is death. Yeah, to let the past die. You know, let it die. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. We don't need any more arguing. We don't need any more bickering. We don't need any more over heavy, totally too serious energy. So let things transition. That is your superpower. Let the old to die away, you know, and allow something new to be born within this connection. Is their message for you. So just let things unfold, right? Because like death, you can't stop. You have to let death have its way to bring in new energy, right? So your energy for the month of August. Okay. Wow, you got 2 major arcana. So this is a card of, I'm getting peace. I'm getting you're a little guarded. You know, I don't want to say like you're all in the flow. Like right now in this moment watching this reading, you might be like, oh, I'm still a little leery of this. But the way through this, Spirit is saying, if you're leery of this other person and their behavior and feeling like they're kind of a trickster, right? The way through that is to not take that so seriously. Don't take it so personally. And because this says don't take things so seriously. But I'm kind of hearing for you not to take things so personally in regards to it. And I know it can be hard, but the key to this, if you want to resolve it, you know, is to not take things too personally. So I do feel like you are still a little bit guarded here in the month of August. I'm going to hold these up. They're the 9 of Wands. So I feel like you're guarding your communication. You may be even in an expectation of communication, but it is also a 9 along with the Hermit. And this Hermit feels just very peaceful. It's like a peaceful, easy feeling kind of energy that I'm getting, especially when we put it with the Temperance. It's because the Temperance card is here. And for me, this is an angel that is working with, spiritual, romantic, twin flames or spiritual counterparts, whatever. That is the energy of this angel, and it's here to bring, to blend, to allow things to kind of come together. But this is the energy of you, and I feel like you've come to a place, you're a little bit guarded with this person, but you've also come to a place of acceptance. I feel with the Hermit and this card, I feel acceptance on a higher level, because this is a major arcana. Now, like this feels very spiritual, like higher level, like, okay, I've accepted this, I've ascended over, taking this personally, or yes, I still think about this person, but it doesn't make me, this isn't the 9 of Wands. You're no longer like in a anxiety riddled state over it. You, yes, are kind of guarding yourself energetically, and this feels more like 3D. So in the 3D, in the practical, in your ego self, your ego is a little bit wounded, right? But your spiritual self, there is like a higher, like an acceptance, a higher seeing of the situation. But your 3D self is like, you know what? I'm still gonna kind of guard the gates here a little bit. I'm not quite sure what to think. So, but that's okay. I mean, that's to be expected. That's human. It's only human nature to do that. But there is a peaceful energy. There is an acceptance. There is a higher knowing. There is a letting go here, even, and not only because of the Death card in the bottom, but there is like a letting go, because the 9 of the Hermit and the 9s indicate endings. So there is a acceptance of a letting go here, and it's not like you're letting go of the hope of one day being with this person or reconciling or making things better, but you're letting go for your own higher self, for your own peace of mind is the kind of energy. So I feel good energy here with you overall, but there is a little bit of 3D guardedness in regards to it. Your ego, this feels ego bruised to me. So you're still remembering that, you're still carrying that energy. There's an ego bruise here. Even though we don't see this man as bandaged, I'm just kind of feeling like this is higher energy. This is a higher realization. You, the viewer, has spiritually ascended, and you can see the bigger picture. Let's put it that way. On one aspect of your energy. On the other aspect of your energy, you're like, hey, I'm only still human though, right? And I've been wounded through this, and I'm going to be a little guarded, and that's to be expected. And I feel like you may even be anticipating communication, because he stands with the one wand, which is an act of new beginning that is growing greenery up it. And he's standing in front of the 8 of Wands, which is communication and movement. And they're standing in place. And like that means it's not moving. They're inserted in the ground. So that communication and movement has become stuck. And you're holding on to the energy of, beginning again or conversing again. But yet you're wounded and you're like a little bit guarded about it. Okay. So, but that's only to be expected. It's not like a judgment call. So that's where you're at here. And you're really doing you. The Hermit is all about going inward. It's all about solitude. But you're doing it in a very high vibrational way. Let's put it that way. And a realization that, hey, if things are meant to come together, they will. But I in my own energy, yes, I expect maybe this will pick up again. I expect that we will talk again. But I'm a little bit wounded from this coyote. And I'm just kind of getting into my dolphin vibe for my own life and my own future. You're looking forward in joy. You're looking forward to play. This Temperance almost feels like the dolphins to me, because she's, messing with the water there, and it feels very high vibrational and angelic. So you're getting your vibe back, so to speak. And you're doing you. But in regards to this, your ego's been a little bit wounded. And as they are, and you in that expectation, you're kind of guarded. So let's go moving forward. Nothing that we hadn't really seen here. And your counterpart, the person who came to the reading, their energy is, oh, I love it, is, oh, very nice. Wow. And again, here, because this even flipped out in the beginning and I couldn't stop it. This is an energy of 9 of Cups, the wishes fulfilled, the judgment. There's a higher vibrational It's almost like this angel that is part of your energy is here in this, and it's you know, sounding the horns. It's you know, raising up the vibration. It's restirring up the energy of this card, because this is their energy. They are wanting to come together with the Two of Cups, which is very beautiful. So this is kind of like the heart of the matter between the two of you. Like, it's where you would meet in the heartbeat of this reading. And so in the heartbeat of this reading, you are still very much emotionally connected. You are still very much counterparts. You can kind of see you're looking at each other. And the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfilled. Interestingly, they're in a 9 and you're in a 9. You're more guarded, I feel, ego bruise or whatever from the coyote, and they're more wish fulfilled, because I feel like at the end of the day, this person may have brought you more, not that they didn't bring you happiness or you wouldn't be here, not that they didn't bring that to you, but at the end of the day, there was more of this going on for you than from you to them, okay? From you to them was more play, it was more happiness. So when they think of you, they think more of like a higher vibrational, hey, I really had fun, I can really enjoy them. And there's a realization that, hey, I might have been the anchor to this more heavy energy. And they're kind of like wanting to get into this, not being too serious. They want to get into more of your vibration. And again, we see the Temperance is usually balancing 2 cups of water. This is 2 cups of water, and this angel feels like they're connected. So there is a blending of energies here. There is a coming together to have a wish fulfilled. So they are wanting to, because it's kind of interesting, the energy that they brought to begin with, here the 9 of Wands, I feel like this is the energy that they originally brought, is kind of left your ego in it. And the energy that you brought, which would be the 9 of Cups into play, they're now in that. They've kind of, again, they make time to play. They want to, and you are the play, so they want to make time for you, see, because you're in this energy and they want to make time. This says make time to play. So they want to make time for that. They want to make time for that energy that they remember that you carried for them, and you brought that lighter energy. And they are heeding that call. I'm going to put this up here so we don't lose sight of these. But they are heeding that call with the Judgment card here. So I just want to kind of see. And again, this is a realization of the heavy energy that they brought. And this is also a realization that this play energy is what you brought. And they want to kind of, they want to redo. They want to be like, hey, I want to show you this lighter side of me. You know, I want to show you this happier side of me. They may have had, they've had a revelation in their life. And it's kind of funny, like I said, this person knows that they brought more of this to you, and now they've kind of left you in this for yourself. And they want to restore balance. They want to bring more play back, play vibrational energy back to you. They want to make up for this hurt, this reason to be guarded, okay? So I can go on and get really deep with it, but we're going to kind of just leave it at that. Interesting, the Judgment is 20 and the 2 of Cups. So we have 2 2s here. So they're in a very vibrational partnership energy, wanting to get a wish fulfilled. And I feel like that is really just kind of making amends in their own way. I don't know that they're going to come forward and profess, you know, emotional love in this moment, but they want to just kind of come in and engage and have some fun, play. And in regards to that, you know, more lighthearted connection, they want to reveal a truth to you. So keep that in mind. That, and the way through this and the way out of this and back into the 9 of Cups is to stay in that lighthearted energy if you can. Don't dredge up the past. Don't bring up, oh my gosh, you said this, you did that. Just try to, like, right now in this moment, what the world needs now is love, more love, right? Be in that vibration. Just live in this moment with them and engage in this conversation with them. And I feel like you're going to find a way through. It may not be in this moment the romantic connection that you saw for it in the end. It may just be a more lighthearted friendship for now, right? But you know this is a person you can't get off your mind. You're thinking about them all the time. You know there's more to this, right? You know there's more to this, or you wouldn't be here either watching this video. So the energy for the relationship, I love it, for the month of August. Oh my goodness. And there's the 9 again. 6 of Pentacles. Wow, look at this. I love it. So I'm going to hold it up. The Ace of Pentacles is that new beginning in the physical. And it's going to address the physical aspects of this. It's going to address the 9 of Wands, which I felt you were in. Like, I just feel through these. I feel like this person's had a higher realization, kind of shaking off these little bodies that are rising feels like there's like a sludging off of the old here. And I feel like this is you in the 3D, your ego, and I feel like now this is their ego energy. So these nines are kind of, and so the ego of the relationship is the Nine of Pentacles. And that is good energy. It's self-sufficiency, and it's self-confidence, and it's individualism. And it's interesting, it's also mirroring the Hermit 9. So we have, the only thing we don't have, they want me to see, we don't have the Nine of Swords. So interesting, what we don't have here is becoming a bigger message. We have the Hermit, we have the Major Arcana, we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. But we no longer have the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's been a level of realization of your connection that surmounts the worry, that surmounts the anxiety of losing you to the point where you would be in the 9 vibration of the Hermit for good. You'd be solitary and alone and without that other partner. You have surmounted a earth-based realization in a higher vibrational energy that even when you're not talking or you're not connected in the 3D, that you are still connected because of the fact that this is a person that even for years later, after not talking to them, you're still thinking about them, maybe even on a daily basis, okay? So it's like we've reached this, we sludged off that part of it. We sludged off that part of thinking, oh my God, I could really lose this person. No, you really can't. Even if it's only a really endearing friendship connection or a really endearing connection where when you think of them, it's okay now. You know, you've put closure to it in a way that is soft, that is loving, that is okay now. And you know that in the future, if circumstances might change, you may be able to come back together in a very peaceful, easy, loving feeling. Okay, so that's where the relationship is going in the month of August. I love how this is coming up because last month it was a little bit more heavier, but I think we were just kind of describing the energies of each of you. But the where it's going is there is perhaps a new start, you know, like a new offering coming in, like a especially with the Six of Pentacles, it's like a gift being given. The Six of Pentacles is, for me, it's my St. Nicholas card. It's my generosity. It's about reciprocity, equal reciprocity, if I can say that right, where both sides are giving and receiving an equal balance, and there is an equal willingness of generosity to be given to them, to each party. And there is going to be something, there's going to be like a resolution, I feel, in the 3D in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's, I feel like there's going to be a conversation. If you can allow it, if you can open up to it, and the way through it is to just stay in the moment. Don't worry about the future. Don't put an expectation on where this is going. Just engage in the moment and allow things to kind of unfold. Allow them to reveal something to you in a playful way, because they want to address this how they left you. They left you in this Nine of Wands. But remember, no one here is in the Nine of Swords, which is beautiful. And I feel like they're going to address this, bring you into the Nine of Cups energy, where everybody's happy now. Like you're as equally happy as they are in seeing something. They're going to reveal something to you. They're going to definitely reveal, because this is also the Archangel Gabriel. So they've been called to communicate with you. And if they don't communicate with you in August, I feel like it will be September because of all the nines. So it could even be, for some, it could be November or October, I'm sorry. So I want to say that, I want to put that out there because of what I'm seeing, they have been called to communicate, because this is Archangel Gabriel, but it could be right now, or it could be September, October, because of the 2. So it could be 2 months beyond that, because especially with the Six of Pentacles being like a balance. I'm seeing Libra here, even though this card in tarot doesn't mean Libra. I'm seeing Libra. She's bringing in balance, moderation, and healing. This Temperance Angel card up here. And this is also, for me, the future of the relationship. So wishes fulfilled for both people in equal amounts. So you're going to come to some resolution. you know, there's going to be something like, hey, you both are in agreement. I can't get you off my mind. I haven't heard from you in 3 years, but you know, I really thought about you every day. You're going to have some common ground, which, you know, which brings you into, there's going to be something new that comes in that brings you into common ground and rebalances thing in the 3D. This is all 3D because it's Pentacle down here. And up here, there is more of emotion, there is more of communication, there is more of a realization and an acceptance and a little bit of ego bruising here because of what is going on. But this person's ready to face you and to reveal that and to restore happiness, right? They've been called to do that. Archangel Gabriel here calling this person to come out and to communicate that. So I say August, September, or perhaps October. Could be for some people all the way out to Christmas, because this would be like a Capricorn in Christmas. But I would definitely say by the end of the year. I don't want to keep stretching it, but I definitely feel like it's coming in groups. Like they're saying, like waves for everyone. Everyone that's tuned into this, it's coming in waves. There's going to be a coming together, a realization of, hey, there's something bigger going on here. Yeah, maybe it can't be what we want it to be right now, but we can come together in some sort of way. Let's continue to at least acknowledge each other in this 3D plane. But it's going to be with boundaries. This Nine of Pentacles is, I also want to address that. There's going to be, if this person overstepped boundaries, or if you were overstepping your boundaries, because you see you've put them up now. And that's a good thing. I want to address that too. You've put up healthy boundaries. This is also healthy boundaries, and it's because of that ego bruising that you took. But it's where you were meant to be. You've come to the realization now that that was also meant to help you do that, because I feel like you may have been an overgiver. May have been, you know, as long as they were happily getting what they wanted from you, which maybe is just your attention or your time, and you were allowing yourself to overgive, they were like, okay, I'll just keep doing that. And that could have been part of, you know, what felt bad when it went wrong, you know, when they could no longer give you the time or attention. They might have just ghosted you or did something that wasn't cool to shake you off. And so they're ready to come out and face that now. They're being called to kind of change the dynamics, because this is telling me there's going to be healthy boundaries. And it's not like mean ones, you know what I mean? It's like healthy boundaries. They're not going to over ask of you, and you're not going to over give, but you're going to kind of meet in the middle of those boundaries. So I love what I'm seeing here. So there's a whole new opportunity revealing itself. I feel, because this card, and we're not like close to the beginning of the year, but like I said, I feel this coming in waves. So August for some, September for some, October for some, perhaps November for some, and all the way up to December for some. But definitely, whoever's tuning into this, it will be by the new year, okay? But definitely very beautiful energy. I don't really see anything else, but just the realization that the Nine of Swords is no longer on the table, right? There's no longer that worry. There's no longer that anxiety. No one wants to be up at night. And I think you've surpassed that. You've come to a realization that, hey, I don't need to worry. I can always check in with this person, and I feel like they will reply, and we can stay at least connected for now if things can't come together in the 3D. Because I do feel like, this being the Nine of Pentacles here, and the outcome for right now, each person is going to stay in their own energy in a healthy way for them. You know, whatever's healthy for you, you're going to have that ability to do that without having to feel bad or wounded about it. They're not going to they're not going to hurt you because of that. Same with you. You're going to allow them to do and be and have whatever they need right now, and not cause a ruck. And that's how this needs to come in. There's this realization. There's been this inner work, this inner path that you have both kind of taken to come to that realization. Because I feel like this person may have been like the happy take, like, I'm taking because this is what's making me happy. Your energy, your playful energy is making me happy. And you know, you kind of overstepped. You allowed it to happen, because you're both looking at what you gave and what you received. And so I feel like there's a rebalance here. So I'm going to let it at that. I feel like I want to kind of end with a Whispers of Love. I'm just going to pull one from here for us. So yeah, this came out really nice. And because the Revealer of Truth flipped out earlier, and you know, I couldn't stop it from turning over, there's going to be no stopping this truth coming out. So you might as well play along, they're saying, because it's going to come out one way or the other. This is the Whispers of Love messages to us from the angels, and it's have patience. And that's what I said earlier. I don't know that this is going to be like, oh, we talk this time and, you know, wedding bells ring. I don't foresee that. I see a calm coming together, you know, spirit just rejuvenating the love, shaking off the dark density, the fears, the realization that it can't, like us, we can never end, right? We are infinite energy and we go on. And so there is a realization in that for us. And they're saying have patience. See, love is patient and kind always. And it's the 17, which is the star card. And the star card in the tarot is a card of truths revealed. For me, it's a truth revealer because, you know, you see the star out in the sky. You can't miss it. It's shining brightly. So something is going to get revealed, but there is still patience needed. There is still kindness. And I feel kindness comes back to the table. It's like, hey, I can't live with you. I can't live without. Maybe we can't be together right now, but we can be kind to each other, right? We can be kind while we're having patience to see how this might play out. And a bigger picture reveals itself. A truth reveals itself. And in regard to that, and you staying calm and being playful, you allow the bigger picture to unfold even more between the two of you. And I love how that is coming out. And like I said, I feel this coming in waves. So don't despair if this isn't happening for you in August or even September. It could come in October, November to December. But I feel definitely for this whole group, it will be by January 2020 that this will happen if it plays out in this way. Okay. So I love how that came out. I'm so glad I decided to sit down here. I got guided to do it. And I was kind of like, I have a lot of orders and things to get. And they were like, sit down and do this reading. So I did. So yeah, I will see everyone for August, yeah, because I'm out of time for, yeah, I kind of had to get to it. August, this is August, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is August, for the next month. Yeah, I will be doing this for September then. Okay, angel blessings to everyone, and oceans of love. Remember to have patience and be kind always.